So we'd like to speak on the topic of the practicality. You know, we hear a lot about the importance of cows in the Vedic culture, and we, within our ISKCON society, more recently, for example, in the year 2019, the highest level within our society, GBC, have passed a resolution how people, or how our temples rather, by year 2022 should only be offering ahimsa milk to the deities. And it goes without saying also that ideally our own devotees should only be consuming pure natural milk from protected cows. So the question comes, of course, how to actually realize and do this practically. And there are many things to address. Basically, it's connected with, again, becoming more and more educated and more aware about the need for each individual member of our society, and ultimately each individual member of general society as well, to become connected with cows. I heard maybe quite recently, a month or two back, how there's a plan here in India from the central government that actually every family should have a cow. So not everyone is ready to have a cow, especially because, to a large extent, more and more people, as we know, are living in the cities. So how to bring this to reality, this aspect of becoming more closely connected with cows. So definitely we want to encourage. Our Vedic culture emphasizes the need, the importance for individuals to actually live in a more simple, self-sufficient manner, which means actually in the country and villages. So there is a need actually to encourage devotees to leave the kind of situation which is very, in many ways, dangerous in the cities, and whenever it is possible, to become connected, if not even to relocate to some projects which are taking place actually in different countries around the world. We have devotees who are working towards realizing this aspect of Prabhupada's desire. For those in the cities, it's more of a challenge, obviously, because one doesn't have so easy access to land or to cows. However, more and more people are introducing what we call urban farming, and are being connected with an existing project where there are cows. It's a question of hearing on a regular basis what Srila Prabhupada is telling us in his books, especially Srimad Bhagavatam, and by developing more of an understanding, then we can introduce in different ways practices that will help us understand more how every single day we need to give some time either to do a short arati in connection with cows, how to be directly in contact with devotees who are more involved in promoting this whole ideology. We should find alternatives to the consumer, commercial milk rather, that is available on the market. There is a very serious crisis regarding how cows are not properly cared for, not only here in India but in different countries as well. So we were discussing a little earlier It's a question of coming together with like-minded individuals to educate ourselves. A lot of the problem is that our devotees are just simply not understanding, not aware of the whole dimension of what is called cow culture. And it is such an integral part of our philosophy. So we are having, for example, this Surabhi Global, which again is connected with our Surabhi campaign. We have the Sri Surabhi app, which is very practical in that there's regular news and information, and there are different ways in which devotees can be involved. So I would say that's like the priority for devotees, to simply connect with what Srila Prabhupada has been trying to explain to us. And Krishna, when one makes that kind of endeavor, Krishna, and Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam, will give us the intelligence using cow products, for example. That's, of course, a very obvious one, but many of our devotees are still less aware. We have an increasing number of devotees, again, both in India and outside of India as well. One devotee who came here yesterday, for example, Sri Raj Prabhu from Karnataka, is already producing 48 varieties of cow products, 14 varieties, amongst that 14 varieties of Go-Ark, for example. In the Shastra, it's explaining how cow products, cow urine, cow dung, is extremely medicinal. It was an integral part of every family's life, because every family used to have cows, and they would use cow dung on a daily basis. They would cook with dry cow cakes, as we know. So that's why, you know, this whole cow culture, Vedic culture, cow culture, the more we understand it, the more we come closer to it, especially by reconnecting with villages, with farmers. Then we will learn gradually how to introduce some of these practices. And we can begin this even if we are in the cities. And cows are intimately, of course, connected and related with land in terms of food production. That's a whole topic in itself. So we encourage devotees to contact those within our society who are active in this field, and to learn more. There's a lot of material on the internet, actually, and a lot of these links are there through some of the websites that are being promoted by devotees. Many of these websites are also listed in our Sri Surabhi app, and we encourage devotees to look those up, and in this way associate with those like-minded devotees who have some concern about this and who are knowledgeable about that as well. Thank you. Hare Krishna.